Welcome to another episode of Lunch with the Shark. Join us as we dive deep into discussions about business, accounting, and finance to help you build a business that thrives. Now sit back and have a bite with your host, the Shark CFO, Vidal Espinosa.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to a new edition of Lunch with the Shark. And today I'm actually working from another angle in our home office. We have with us Jesus, part of our team. He came all the way from Monterrey to hold a couple of meetings here today. Thank you for joining us today. And we're actually working in the business today. Actually, all week we're going to be working in the firm, not on the firm. So we have new stuff planned for you guys. New products, new ideas, new everything. It's a new era. It's a new era for everybody in businesses, everybody in their houses. Captain Crunch is right here, right next to me, because he doesn't know what the hell is going, because I'm actually sitting in a different part of the house. So thank you for joining us. It's a new Monday. I hope if you're here in San Diego, you're keeping yourself safe. There's actually, we're still having the fires, huge fires here. I'm actually turning on the air conditioning because it's hot. So how was your weekend? Did you actually, guys, decompress? People that are in Mexico, people that are abroad, they're not in San Diego or in the US, because here in the US today, we celebrate Labor Day. So it's a continuation of our holidays from March 17th or March 14th onwards. It's been a huge holiday, but right now we are marking it with a long holiday for Labor Day. So I hope you guys are enjoying your long 3-day, well, I don't know if I can call it a 3-day weekend, because again, it's been a block period of holiday block, a weekend or whatever. So it's really hot. It's really warm. We have a heat wave in California. Yesterday, I think we reached the 102 degrees in Chula Vista, where we are located. And actually, if you just open the door, the heat will come in and it would actually like burn your nostrils. Like it was bad. It was bad because we're not used to that type of heat. But on the other hand, it kept us in home. We actually watch a series called Raised by Wolves at HBO's Cinemax. It's a very interesting series. We were kind of like bummed because they only have 3 episodes out, and it's like, what's next? What's up? What's going on? Like, it's a sci-fi. It's I'll let you guys see it. It's a really good sci-fi. If you enjoy that type of series, movies, it's called Raised by Wolves. It's on HBO Cinemax. And it's so good that even my mom liked it. She actually joined us to watch it. It's fun. It's interesting. So I highly recommend it. And this week we are going to tackle something that you guys might not enjoy or like, and that's okay. Fuck your numbers, right? People are laughing here at me. We're going to talk about this week about accounting. Yes. People, we are an accounting firm. We have to talk about that. I'm just going to point out and tell you that we are the accountants. You're not. We are the number experts. You're not. We are here to help you understand those freaking numbers in the What are they called? Financial statements. That's what we're here for. I don't expect you to really, at the beginning, understand those numbers. Like, what the hell is this number doing here? Like, I really don't expect you knowing those numbers. I don't expect you knowing what each line on each of the 4 basic financial statements mean or why are they there. I really don't expect for you to know them. I really don't expect for you to understand them. I really don't expect you to make decisions based on those 4 reports. Plain and simple. Not at all. I don't expect it. I don't look. My mom, she's going by. She's there. She says hi. She's actually cooking for us caldillo de papas. She's been working all morning. She loves the garden. She gardened in the front. She gardened in the back. She hosed down the patio. That's what she loves. And then she came in and cooked. She's cooking caldillo de papas. So she's been hard at work. She says that if she doesn't do anything, she'll get rusty. So she pampers us. So I really don't expect you guys to know those numbers. I really expect from you not to make decisions based on those numbers because you don't know what they mean. We actually are here to translate that foreign language from business language to English, to Spanish. That's what we're here for. Nothing else. That's what we're here for. For you to understand that foreign language and make decisions. For many business owners, including some of our clients, yes, when an accountant starts to talk about financial statements, they start to space out. We lose them. Really, we lose them. They go, I don't know where the hell they go. I'm pretty sure they go to that new planet at Raised by Wolves because they completely face out. They're like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, are you still speaking English? Are you still speaking Spanish? They have no idea. They start getting anxious and begin thinking about other things that they have to do on their business. Like we lose them because numbers are not sexy. Numbers are not fun. And even though they're preceded by words, numbers are not fun because the numbers that we give you, the numbers that we show you, they are money. They are money. And people are afraid of the money talk. People are afraid of the cash conversation. People are afraid to validate. Listen, people, yes, you, everybody that's out there listening and will listen to this, yes, you, yes, I don't care that you know it's not me. Yes, you are afraid to validate your own knowledge that you are broke, that your business is not doing as well as you thought you were, that your balance in your bank account, it's not yours to keep. That's the sad part. You might have $1 million in your bank account, but you owe it. Therefore, you have zero. You're worthless. I've been doing all this work for what? For $2,000 in 1 month? What the hell? Why should I continue doing my business? Business owners, and especially entrepreneurs, seem to not have the attention span or interest to listen to how their business is doing. Because the only thing that we're doing when we are showing them those numbers, when I'm showing you those numbers, I am validating your gut feeling that you are fucking up your business and you're not doing as well as you thought you were. That's all I'm doing. So that foreign language, that jargon, that mamba jamba, that Martian speaking to you, it's actually telling you the truth. Dude, your business has cancer and it's because of you. That's all that I'm doing. That's it. You're afraid. I am validating. That's why you get anxious. Your spam, your attention span goes somewhere else. Oh, I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to pay this. I need to pay that. You stop listening. They are worried about their next sale. What is their next project? Or are worrying about their customers instead of worrying about their business. Why should I read financial statements? That's the question that you might be asking. The obvious answer is that it tells you how your business is doing. That's it. It tells you how your business is doing. It's like going to the doctor and the doctor ordering labs, you going to get your blood drawn and waiting anxiously for those lab results. That's it. It gives you the measurements you need to see how close you are to making your business dream a reality. And it's going to validate that you are very far apart. I'm telling you, it's going to validate how far apart you are. Now, there are some other answers that you might have not thought about. First of all, it helps you develop better systems. Financial statements help you develop better systems. If you can figure out what areas you are excelling in, you can implement those same types of systems in other areas of your business. Maybe based on that business report card, you're telling me that your accounts receivable are very low, but your accounts payable are extremely high. You see how I'm talking about, you see what I'm doing right now? I'm actually analyzing that report card. Your report card is your balance sheet. So how come your accounts receivable, my questions to you would be, how come your accounts receivable, whatever your clients owe you, it's so low, but you owe a shitload of money. You owe your vendors. How are you managing that cash? You might have an amazing system on collecting from your clients, but you might have a lousy system on paying your vendors. So why don't we implement the system that you're collecting from your clients to pay your vendors to reduce your debt? Financial statements tell you what areas you are doing well and what areas you need to improve. I just told you an example. Collecting from your clients, paying your vendors, paying your suppliers. There is usually a direct correlation between the numbers in your financial statements and the efficiency of certain areas in your business. Number two, highlight imbalances in the different areas of your businesses. By reading your financials, you will see if one of your areas of your business is underperforming than other areas. And I'm going to give you an example. Sales and marketing team are doing great, but your delivery is slow, then you will be able to see that in your financial statements. How am I going to see that? Your sales are up, your marketing team salary or expense, it's stable or has reduced, but you have very high cost on the delivery. Maybe if you're shipping your product, FedEx is charging you an arm and a leg. Who is doing an analysis on seeing how can I reduce that delivery? Maybe your coaching, if you have a business coaching or a method coaching, maybe your coaches are spending too much time with your clients because they're not getting that message across. They are probably having too many questions. You might be undervaluing your product. You see how much information I can get, because we have the experience from those financials. And I am no longer talking about your business card with your report card, which is your balance sheet. Now I faced into your profit and loss, and we're going to talk about them right now. So once you see it, you can actually develop plans to fix it. You see how financial statements can help you improve your bottom line. That's it. Your bottom line. You're going to ask me, what the fuck is your bottom line? Your profit. That's all there is. Your profit. And why do you want to generate profits? To generate wealth. But I have a salary. Yes, your salary is just what it's going to keep you afloat personally. But aren't you in the business to generate wealth and change the world? Don't you want world peace as every Miss Universe? That's all there is. You want to generate change in the world, but also at the same time, you want to generate wealth through your business. Financials are really easy to understand when you relate it to different aspects of television. Let me tell you one thing. We're going to actually compare the 4 basic financial statements and notes to the financials to television shows. That's fun. As an owner, you need to know about the 4 basic financial statements. And let's start by the feared, and yes, the feared and the very little analyzed, reviewed, provided, given to business owners, balance sheet. Yes. Aren't your kids afraid of showing you their report card? Well, your business has a report card, and it's called a balance sheet. The balance sheet, it's like every year's State of the Union address when it is broadcast on TV. It gives us a picture of what is going on right now. Let me tell you one thing. It's not like the one in Mexico that it's all bullshit, or the one in the US that it's BS. Yes, this is the State of the Union for your business. When it comes to numbers, numbers are cold. 1 plus 1, generally, usually, most of the times, it's 2. Okay? That's it. Numbers are black or white. Numbers are black or red. Numbers are cold. Okay? A balance sheet is a snapshot of your business to one specific moment in time. Think of it as a snapshot. That's your balance sheet. It tells you how much you have in your company, their assets, okay? Then how much you owe in your company, that's the liability, plus your equity, your capital, your investment. They need to match, okay? That's a balance sheet. This is a snapshot of your company, period. What's your worth? How much you're worth? That's your balance sheet. The second fun, and the one that we mostly pay attention, and let me tell you one thing. Right now, our current situation, our current business environment has shifted us from the following financial statement. Our current economy, it's going to obligate us to have a clean balance sheet, a clean report. Previously to this current situation that we're living, we were all about the profit and loss. Profit and loss. The profit statement, the P&L. Okay? The P&L, it's like a sitcom. Sitcoms run the same length of time, usually 30 minutes. They repeat week after week and gives you a specific story within that amount of allotted time. The profit and loss, the P&L, shows you a specific length of time. Okay, usually it's on a monthly basis for every 30 days. Okay, it repeats from month to month and shows you the story of your business during that specific time. Just like a sitcom, it's a little inaccurate. A profit and loss may not be fully accurate, since you may have not recorded that you received some money, but it has not been deposited yet. I'm going to explain what I mean about that. Your accounting could be, at least in the US, in one of two ways. Accrual basis, which you record actual and future transactions, or cash basis, which means that we record everything only based on transacted operations through your bank account, through your credit card statement, through your loan statements. Okay, what's actually transacted. That's it. Accrual, which might be with future transactions, or transactions that have not occurred, or clients that have not paid us, or vendors that we have not paid, or cash basis. Okay, that's why we mean that they might not be as accurate as we want them to be. But the profit and loss tells us our revenue, our expenses, and it's going to show us what most business owners are after: our profit or our loss. How much did I make? How much did I lose? Instead of asking, how can I reduce my costs because I know them? How can I increase my revenue because I know them? We focus on, did I make money or did I lose money? That's all we focus on. Wrong. Bad business owner. You're not supposed to focus on that little line. You're not. You're supposed to focus all in between that bottom line. Cash flow. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Has your accountant provided you a cash flow? Do they provide you a cash flow? Or do they only provide you, if they provide you financial statements, do they only provide you balance sheet and profit and loss? Have they even sat down with you and explained to you what a cash flow is, or how to read the cash flow, how to interpret the cash flow? Cash flow statements, it's like a documentary. It just gives you the facts with all the real, actual numbers. Like a documentary, it gives you the full story of where the business is at during a specific time frame. It accounts for all of the recorded transactions. Similar to the profit and loss, lets you know where the cash went during a specific time. Not everything that comes out of your bank account, not everything that you pay with your credit cards, it's an expense. That's very difficult for business owners to understand, because in our little heads, in our little minds, it already came out of my bank. So that's actually an expense. I already spent it. For accounting purposes, that's not true. That's not 100% accurate. Because you might have bought a vehicle, all cash. That doesn't mean that you're going to be able to spend that purchase immediately. There's actually rules and regulations that tells us that we're going to be able to spend that car for the lifespan of the vehicle. That's called depreciation. Okay, so the money is already out. Okay, but we're not going to see it immediately reflected on your bottom line. We're going to see it reflected month to month, small amount, until we fully spend it. But that's what the cash flow tells us. The actual amount that came out of the bank, the actual amounts that go into the bank, but that do not affect our bottom line. The fourth financial statement, and the one that we hardly see business owners reviewing, it's the owner's equity. That's your profit. That's what you actually own in your company. Owner's equity is like being the producer of the TV show. You own the TV show. You own the sitcom. You own the company that produces the documentary. You own the TV station that broadcasts that State of the Union. It shows how much investment has been put in and taken out of your business. It shows the distributions. It's not your salary. It's on top of your salary. That's what you've been working for all these months, all these years, all these decades. Oh, that's how much you are worth. That's what the company is all about. That's what the company is. It's you own. Period. Right? And the fifth unofficial financial statement, it's actually notes to financials. Oof. We hardly see them. We only see them when the financial statements are audited, meaning that they're reviewed by an independent party, different than your current accountant or your current accounting firm. They actually go and do a testing samples of those transactions to validate, checkmark, the numbers that are in your reports, that are in your financials. But each line has a note, like has a story, has a reason for being there. That's the notes. This financial statement, it's like the credits at the end of a television show. It tells you any additional information about the business that cannot be told in the numbers format. For instance, notes to financial statements would state when your business was created, so people can understand, whomever is reading those financials, those report cards, they can understand the equity. Oh, this company, it's been in business for 10 years, so the equity makes sense that you have $10 million compared to you've only been in business and your equity is $10 million. Well, wow, what a great business. So it actually helps you understand the reasoning or how those numbers have come to be. They say, hey, if you're going to buy this company has 2 lease agreements that are still valid for the next 10 years. Holy shit. So therefore, you cannot kill the company, or you cannot actually close down the company or merger or whatever, because you still have that liability. That liability is not reported in your financial statements. You have peers at corporate bail. You might have new investors, and the new investors or the new shareholders must be fully aware that that company has had transactions done by the current shareholders that have put the liability jeopardy on the corporate bail. So that's what the notes to financial statements mean. You're probably wondering which one of these 3 financial statements we listed above is the most important. Anyone? Any comments? Anyone there? Okay, that's okay. Well, all of them. They all are important. They all are at the same level. But if I have to choose one, it would be probably the balance sheet. The balance sheet tells me everything. Think of the balance sheet as the most comprehensive of all the statements. It actually tells me how you're doing. I can actually see if you're going to have enough cash to pay your vendors. It's actually going to tell me how's your finances doing. It's going to actually tell me how much do you owe. It's going to actually tell me how's the company acted since the inception of the company. Like everything, I can actually get a very good idea just by looking at your balance sheet. I can actually get a good idea if we're going to have to be doing some cleanup through your balance sheet. Yes, most accountants, you need to be very, very aware, and you need to be very, very sure that somebody is reviewing that balance sheet, because most accountants will dump everything that they don't know into the balance sheet. And let me tell you one thing. Balance sheet, when it's cleaned up, it's going to go and affect your bottom line. That's simple. It's going to affect your profit. It's going to affect your losses. Once we do cleanups, you're going to realize that, holy shit, all that was there in the balance sheet? Yes. It's like removing all the fat from all those years of mismanagement. And I'm not saying mismanagement in your part. I'm saying in mismanagement on the accounting department. The weakness of the balance sheet is that it is a snapshot that only gives you the totals of cash or earnings at the end of the month, quarter, or the year. The balance sheet would not tell you where you got cash or where you spend it. That's the P&L. That's the profit and loss. It also will not tell you how you achieve your earnings. That's on the P&L. Companies need to know about cash and earnings in more detail. Hence, the need for a cash statement and a profit and loss, P&L. If you want a more in-depth explanation around your specific financial statements and what areas would be best for you to work on in your business, sign up to have us help you review your statements. Visit us at invictus-advisors.com/shark to set up a time to chat with us. Somebody in my team or even myself, we might hop on the phone and go through a thorough analysis review of your financial statements. Let us do that. Whenever you get a diagnosis from a doctor, hopefully it's not a bad one, and I knock on wood, Captain Crunch is me. Captain Crunch is defending us. So whenever you do that, or you get a diagnosis from a client, from a doctor, Captain Crunch, come. He's defending the house. So Captain Crunch, so when you get a diagnosis, you usually look or seek for a second opinion. Do that. Use us as your second opinion, and we'll review your numbers and tell you how you're doing. Maybe your current accountant, it's not telling you how you're doing because he doesn't know how to read financial statements. They're probably just dumping numbers in. That's not accounting. I'm sorry, but that's not accounting. Maybe you're doing accounting just for taxes. Do you really want to grow your business? Or are you in the business just to be compliant and pay taxes or not pay taxes? That's all. There's one of the two ways. You want to grow the business, or you're just navigating and like a little robot, numbers to pay taxes. Don't. But if you're the second, don't look for us. We're actually not your accounting firm. If you are in business to grow your company, to have a business that it's going to transcend, look for us. Okay? For those that speak Spanish or that are learning Spanish or that are in Mexico, tomorrow we are having a webinar entitled Cómo llevar tu empresa a Estados Unidos, separando mitos de la realidad. We are going to talk about myths. We're going to debunk those myths that you've heard over the years as to how to come to the United States with your business. You are going to be shocked. You're going to be floored. You're going to be like, what the fuck? I've been listening to the wrong advice all these years. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. People are just telling you lies. So go to Facebook, send us a message through here. We'll send you the link, invictus-advisors.com/webinar. It's tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's 1 p.m. Central Time for those who are in Mexico City, Guadalajara, Monterrey. So look for us there. It's going to be 2 p.m. if you are on the East Coast. So look for us, follow us. The best way to stay up to date on all of our webinars is to set up your notifications on for Invictus Advisors Facebooks and all of our social media platforms. We are in Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, what else? Yelp. I don't think that's a social media, that's a social platform, but whatever. Just look for us in our website, and all our social media links are there. Send us a message. We'll add your email for every week's newsletter. We have tons of information. We don't all talk about business. We talk about entertainment, recipes that you can cook at your own home, and things like that. So follow us. Send us a message. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know what you like, what you don't like. If you don't like us, if you like us, hello, whatever. Just contact us. And today quote, it's from I don't know if you know this businessman. I don't know if you have heard of it, but Warren Buffett has. And he describes Charles Munger as his business partner. He says, proper accounting, it's like engineering. You need a margin of safety. Thank God we don't design bridges and airplanes the way we do accounting. Isn't that interesting? Proper accounting, it's like engineering. You need a margin of safety. Thank God we don't design bridges and airplanes the way we do accounting. It's been great talking to you. It's been great seeing you on this Monday afternoon. Thank you for joining us. Have an amazing week. Accomplish everything that you propose, your goals. See you tomorrow. Bon appetit. Ciao.
Thank you for listening to Lunch with the Shark. If you'd like to set up a consultation with the Shark CFO, Vidal Espinosa, visit his website www.invictus-advisors.com, and don't forget to subscribe on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and LinkedIn.